Hello everyone. Thank you for joining us again for another day of meditation in the meditation yurt. Here we are in this space. I don't know if you can see the fireplace behind. It's a nice, beautiful day outside after the snow. And though the snow is melted and gone, we're happy that we saw it yesterday. And we're happy for a beautiful day today. That's one of the concepts that we might talk about today a little bit. Anicca, that things change. It's a Sanskrit word that means change. We're glad that you're with us today. I don't know about you, but this time of sitting, breathing, and just being present, just this time of being, has been very calming during this tumultuous time that we're facing as a world and as a country. We're looking at how to sit. This beautiful little book by Thich Nhat Hanh. It has wonderful little illustrations in it and beautiful instruction from an amazing Buddhist monk, Thich Nhat Hanh, or as some people call him, Thay. So each day we've been reading a little bit from this book. If you don't have this book, I strongly suggest that you get it. It's just a nice, simple read with not quite daily devotions, but small snippets of thought to help you on your journey. So we've been talking about breathing. We've been talking about sitting. We've also talked about doing nothing, which is perfectly okay to do. We rush around a lot in our time, in our days, and it's perfectly fine to just sit and be. Sometimes your presence is all that's required to usher in peace and comfort for some. You don't have to come in and chat. You don't have to come in and do things. You can just simply come and sit, either with someone or alone. Just sit and be. So let's take a look at what reading we have today from our book, How to Sit. If you have the book and you'd like to read along, we're on page 28, and it's The Joy of Meditation, page 28. If you ask a child, "Why are you eating chocolate?" the child would likely answer, "Because I like it." There's no purpose in eating the chocolate. Suppose you climb a hill and stand on top to look around. You might feel quite happy standing on the hill. There's not a reason for doing it. Sit in order to sit. Stand in order to stand. There is no goal or aim in sitting. Do it because it makes you happy. Do it because it makes you happy. It's a lovely thought. A celebration. If you are breathing mindfully in and out, you already have insight. Everyone is breathing, but not everyone is aware that they are breathing. When you breathe in mindfully, you realize that you are alive. If you weren't alive, you wouldn't be breathing in. To be alive is the greatest of all miracles, and that you can rejoice in being alive. When you breathe in this way, your breath is a celebration of life. Your breath is a celebration of life. Let's read a couple more, and then we'll just sit and be together. That sounds nice. Following our breath. Mindfulness is always mindfulness of something. When we are mindful, we are paying attention. But what are we paying attention to? Mindfulness always has an object. When we sit, we can become aware of our in-breath and out-breath. Follow your breath from the beginning of each inhale all the way through the end of each exhale. This is mindfulness of breathing. Each time we practice mindful breathing, we know a little more what mindfulness feels like. Looking deeply. Sitting meditation is a practice that helps us heal and transform. It helps us to be whole and to look deeply into ourselves and into what's around us in order to see clearly what is really there. Looking deeply, we light up the recesses of our mind and look into the heart of things in order to see their true nature. So I like that mention of following our breath, that paying attention, the mindfulness that we enjoy while sitting is the mindfulness of our breath. The in, the out, the in, the out. And if we keep in mind that one practice of having your hand over your chest, another hand over your belly, and focusing on that space in between, we do what's called heart breathing, where you focus on the breath and this space in between your hands. Now, just now, I naturally did that. Breathe in and breathe out. I've not learned that as a practice, but it's just something I just did now because it felt good to do. Feels like a hug in and sharing out. So you might find that a breathing practice, a body breathing practice, is suited for you. And you'll find that as you sit, as you practice mindful breathing, as you sit and be. Thank you for being with me today. I hope to see you again tomorrow.